Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you very much for all your questions. Stevie's here, Craig's here as well. Right, Don, how you doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. How are you boys?
Wonderful. We're very good. It was interesting yesterday. Alexis asked you if you ever went out with anybody famous. And obviously you said no. But it brought me back to someone I was listening to on a podcast. They were talking about Elizabeth Hurley, who's going out with Billy Ray Cyrus at the moment. And they said if you had got with Elizabeth Hurley and she kept your name, she'd be Elizabeth Hurley Burley.
There we are.
I mean, not bad. Have you got nothing else going on in your life?
No, that's just what happened. They were talking about. Hurley Burley. Don, with Wilson gone and Newcastle looking for two strikers, would Josh Sargent be a smart choice to fill one of those spots? Scored at the weekend again for Norwich, of course.
Dear me.
Exactly.
Oh no,
Dear
I'm not
me. It's got to be a
anti-American.
trick
Come
question,
on.
Oh my God.
Trick question?
Oh, Josh
No, I'll
Sargent.
stick with Willisula.
Oh yeah.
No.
For Stevie, are you concerned by Liverpool's fullbacks for this season? The drop-off of the
100%.
Trent-Robbo duo to any combination being put out there at the moment is night and day.
Yeah. Oh, it's an absolute concern. Kerkez so far...
You got it right that time?
I did. Well, I've had enough practice, that's it.
Because it was Kerekez, wasn't it?
It was Kerkez. It's now Kerkez.
Well, it varies. He likes to spice it up.
He was spicy watching the game, wasn't he?
Same as Szoboszlai, he spices that one up.
You were very angry today, Steve. I feel more than usual.
You know, Trent got dropped at the weekend.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, he's not been doing
So
that.
how do you resolve this fullback issue? Or is it just time will...
Well, I'm hoping that Kerkez's problem is he just doesn't quite... He doesn't quite feel comfortable yet, because he doesn't look comfortable. He looks unsure. Every single thing he's doing, he looks unsure when he's doing it.
Right.
And on the other side, I worry about Bradley. I mean, I can't believe... And by the way, Szoboszlai did well today. He made a challenge on Gordon inside the 6-yard box on a ball that was cut back that any experienced proper fullback would have been delighted with. And it ended up just rolling into Alisson's arms. So he did fine today, but Conor Bradley can't seem to stay fit. And, you know, we're not quite sure yet with Frimpong. Let's be honest.
Yeah, because he was out today, of course, as well.
So, absolutely it's a concern.
Who's taller,
and then
me
you've
or
got
Frimpong?
Kanati.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was surprised when I saw
I like that.
when I saw Frimpong walk on the field at Wembley prior to the kick-off to the Community Shield. I was shocked just how small he was.
He'd be like that with you. All right, big man.
I know, wouldn't that be awesome?
I mean, if you
Get him on the show.
if you'd have walked next to him, they would have been
Think
going,
so.
look at Liverpool's new centre-half.
He'd be a good wingman for me back in the day, I reckon. That'd be good, make me look taller. Don, if you're Mainoo and you see how Bruno acted in the match against Fulham, how would you expect to get a fair shake from Amorim about fighting for a spot and playing time?
Well, apparently Amorim's come out and said that. He said you're in competition with Bruno. I mean, I can't see that Bruno Fernandes being the club captain is ever going to get dropped for Kobbie Mainoo, which is a shame, really. Goes back to the conversation that we keep having over and over again about Kobbie Mainoo, because he hasn't got I'll take that back. He's got the technical ability, but he hasn't got the legs to cover the ground. He should be playing in a 3. You'd never see Busquets or someone playing in a 2. Some personnel and some players with a certain trait and certain character and profile and how they play the game and technically how good they are. Some players, midfield players, just flourish better in a 3. Kobbie Mainoo's that man. You have to more or less build a side around him. So if Amorim's saying, which I think is another massive mistake, the only way you're going to get in the team is if you fight for Bruno Fernandes, it ain't going to happen because he's not going to drop his captain.
Hey, what did you think, Don, about what did you think about that whole histrionics around the penalty kick?
It's just Bruno sticking his arms up in the air for an excuse, isn't it? I mean, all right, it might knock your rhythm for half a second, but to blame it on the referee. But Bruno does that, then he's done it forever. He's blamed everyone else by himself.
This is Bruno, of course, after the game said he was disappointed the referee didn't apologise after knocking into him as he was preparing for the penalty, which of course he missed.
Dear me.
Lost.
It was the amount of time that he took after it happened, like going like that to Chris Kavanagh. And
I mean, here's the thing.
I'm not saying any more on it because I did yesterday.
You got goalies. You got goalkeepers messing around constantly, trying to put the guy taking the penalty kick off.
Sure.
And that's exactly what happened with the goalkeeper in the Fulham game as well. But he wants to go and blame the referee for something that happened, 2-3 minutes before. It's called lacking responsibility.
2-3 minutes is quite right. But...
I've got to stretch it a little bit. Got to embellish it, innit?
Stevie, if you were the manager of the Reds, what would you have done differently with the squad for today's match?
I would have started Conor Bradley at right back.
But he's not fit.
Well, see what you can get out of him.
Oh.
Go win the game, be solid, and then you can take him off. I mean, to me, when you...
Conor Bradley the reason they were outplayed in the first half?
That's not what you asked me.
No, but I'm just saying...
What would you do different, you said?
Well, yes.
And that's where it started.
You're addressing a right-back situation.
Was it finished?
Well, I don't know. It seems a strange place to start, given that you've already said that Szoboszlai had a good game.
Well, I say what, when you ask me the question, tell me where you want me to start.
I'd like you to start with your priority.
My priority?
Yes.
My priority would have been...
2 or 3 minutes.
Well, the problem is, there was that many mistakes in poor play that.
Right.
Do you want to start at the back? Do you want me to start?
A priority.
What do you want me to start?
What's the biggest mistake? What's the biggest mistake that Arne Slot made today?
Oh God, here we go again.
Biggest mistake.
Or maybe he did make a mistake and he did everything right and it's just one of those days.
Do you know, at the end of the day, right, you've got to look at the players. The players are the ones that are on the field and he hasn't put anybody in a position where they're not capable of producing a performance. So at the end of the day, it's down to the players.
Okay. Do you agree, Don?
Yeah, I'd go back to it. Konate never won a header. He was very shaky in the Bournemouth game for the Semenyo goal.
But should he have started him then? Like this is what we're trying to focus on.
There's nobody else.
Right. Okay.
Well, he had to.
So none of the Slot squad and the selection
got
is
the Italian boy on the bench, but
that's it.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai was Van Dijk man of the match.
There we are. Don't worry. We're moving on, Craig. Don't worry. Don, should we wait for Grealish's next game before we can start saying that Pep didn't fully utilise his quality in the City squad? And is the same going to happen to Ryan Cherki at City?
Nah, Jack needs Everton, and Everton need him. He's going to be the big fish in a smaller pond. He is, because, you know, David Moyes can build a side around him. He can tell him, just go and do your thing, we'll cover. Garner played at left back, who's a midfield player, he can cover for him. You saw with his first assist yesterday that he's willing now to take players on because he's got that sort of licence. I think with Pep, I don't get the sense he was overcoached. I just get the sense that tactically, you know, Jack played on the left-hand side but was more or less wanting to come inside and lay it off to try and keep hold of the ball. All right, well, that might be on Pep a little bit, but then you have to say, well, the player might have lost a little bit of confidence. So I think the move to Everton's going to do him the world of good, because he can then just go and be that £100 million player, go and play with a smile on your face, get your confidence back, and just go and be the top man.
Craig, who are your top 3 favourites for the Champions League this season between PSG, Barcelona and Liverpool? So you can put your feet on the table, Stevie.
PSG.
I don't think you'll get back down. Look at these.
Come on, hurry up, will you?
Yeah, but you had a question about, Liverpool's midfield or whatever. It was easy.
I got time to put my pyjamas on as well.
I don't think anyone needs that in their lives.
Are we still waiting?
Yeah, I'm looking at those shoes.
Oh, God, any chance of answering the question instead of that?
You could sail down the Connecticut River in those.
Probably.
PSG, Barcelona, Liverpool.
Don, final question. If the opposing team has the momentum and the entire stadium behind them, what can you do on the pitch to take away that momentum?
There's loads of things. Stevie touched on it before. Keeping the ball is a start, but you can play for territory. You shouldn't. I mean, if we're talking about Liverpool against a 10-man Newcastle, then you wouldn't hit the channel and try and play for territory, because you got the extra man. So you've got to be better in possession. You've got to find out who can find the spaces. You've got to find out who's technically good enough to keep hold of the ball, and you've got you've just got to play that extra man and find the extra man. If you want to go that bit longer and hit a channel ball just so it gets Van Dijk and Konate in the back four on the halfway line, then you can pen Newcastle in. And then when they can't get out, you've got the extra man and play from there. So a little bit of both, but I'd lean more on Liverpool being better in possession and finding that extra man.
That's it. That brings us to the end of today's show. Thank you very much. Stevie returns tomorrow. In your big feet.
Yep.
We can do the day off, Craig. Anything saying?
Hopefully.
Good. That's it.
That shall remain private.
Get slided to Elizabeth Hurley's DMs. That's it. ESPN FC returns to your screen tomorrow. Stay with us.